Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. My stage name is Elena Jones, which also quite common, except it's with a Z. I'm an actress. I don't have a job. I have a lifestyle. I have a profession. Yeah, my career trajectory so far has been slightly disappointing. It's not reflective of my talent whatsoever. Okay, but the right opportunities haven't come my way yet until now. Oh, can I tell you about the play? Oh, well, and the play is called "It's Not Me, It's You." No, it's probably me. It looks like it's just about our relationship, but really it's about the universe as a whole. I know I was born to perform, but now I know I was born to perform on Mars. I think there's life on Mars, definitely. I'm not a scientist, I can't prove this, but I don't see why there wouldn't be life there. People seem to think Martians will look like I don't know, like skinny grey heads. I think they're more like Atlantean. I think they're probably they look like us, but way hotter. The women are on average around 6 to 7 foot, the men 7 to 8. And I just think everything on Mars is bigger, if you know what I mean. I would wait for them to approach me. I would sort of bow my head slightly so they would know. I like to think they would mirror that. There might be some mirroring, which I've done quite a few workshops in that, so I'm prepared, I'm quite good at that. Then I think maybe we'd embrace. I would spend time with them, I would learn their language, I would teach them our language. We would do a lot of communication initially through interpretive dance because we wouldn't have, the vocabulary, but that's universal. In fact, that's probably, how I become, like Pocahontas was, right? Was it Pocahontas? Yeah. Like that. I'd be like the Pocahontas. I think I'm lucky to have been born with certain gifts and abilities, certain insights. I'm versatile and flexible. I work well in a team. I work well independently, and I'm great company. I'm great at charades, cooking, entertainment, leadership. Navigation I'm not so great at. I'm willing to learn. I figure it's all going to look the same, so we're all going to get lost. I'll miss my cat. Unless I can take him. Definitely not. I miss him. Why wouldn't I make? Have you heard something? Why wouldn't I make it? I just need to clear the palate, so. Anonymity, I kind of don't particularly have at the moment anyway with what I do, because you'd be surprised how many people recognise you from fringe theatre. People will be like, Columbus who? Plus that's ages ago. It's like, oh yeah, great, you found the Americas. A long time ago, and Mars, that's going to blow all of that out of the water. Plus, Armstrong, okay, he stood on the moon, did he, didn't he? I don't know, I don't know if you're into conspiracy theories. But he stood on it. Oh, well, I'm not dismissing that. That was great for the time. But he didn't perform on it, did he? I'll be fluent in the Martian language. I'll probably have written a series of plays in the Martian language, which of course I will have the lead role in as well, alongside my children. My husband, who's a Martian, will probably direct. I'm not sure. That's kind of the picture of what I see. I'll be recognised everywhere, so that becomes a little bit tiresome, but I can't, that's what you get for being in that position, so you can't be ungrateful. I'd like to think I'd be really humble about it. Ambassador, that's the word I was looking for. I'm going to be like an ambassador. Almost for the whole universe. I know I will provide guidance, a listening ear. I will inspire them to be the best they can, because I always aspire to be the best that I can. And, I'm very friendly, I'm very open-minded, so not just the other people from the UK, but, I'll be in every camp. I know I will be completely at home there. And I feel other people may struggle along the way, and I'll be there as like a beacon of light for them. You know, plus if everyone gets down, I can put on some shows. You know, provide some escapism, provide some art, provide some food for thought. You know, with the thought-provoking shows that I'll be putting on, plus just some good dance routines. I don't really relax. I mean, I try mentally to relax, you know, with various like meditations, but I'm not. Well, apparently you can't be bad at meditation, but I'm certainly, I'm not good at it. I think relaxation is overrated, if I'm honest. Work. I don't. That word doesn't really resonate with me. I think it has negative connotations. So I like to use the word commitment and joy and passion when I describe those activities. Thoughts. You know, thought. I've been reading a lot about this thinking and thought this week. I don't know that I thought something, but I had an intuition. Do you mind if I just refer to, I'm getting the feeling that we don't think, we do. Do you know what I mean? What did I do? I screamed, jumped up and down, and I downed half a bottle of very good champagne, because why not? They can't recast me at this stage. There's no one that can do what I'm doing, so... Well, I'm open, but I'm straight. Oh, sorry. Oh, as in just... Oh, we'd be friends. She'd be like my sister. I had a dream that I was in bed and I woke up and I thought I'd actually woken up, and I got up and I went into the living room, but it was just full of like red, like molten like lava dripping off the walls, and I looked down and then it started coming up my body and I couldn't breathe and it covered me and it was like burning my clothes off and I was like naked, you know. Which that's not a bad sight, but then that covered in lava, not great. And then it kind of reached to my throat and I tried to scream and I couldn't. And then I sort of looked out the window and I could see Earth in the distance, and then I died. And then I actually woke up. So I don't know what that means. Low. We are here. I speak for all when I say, this is the most momentous moment, occasion ever to have been known to species kind, and now I lead you into the future forever and ever, with grace to infinity and beyond. Has that been said before? So it sounds really familiar. Something probably a bit better, but something like that. My father used to just go crazy because I'd always say, why? And he'd say, why? Stop saying why. I say, why? Why do I have to stop saying why? I was quite girly, I liked really girly things, but I liked climbing trees. So I'd normally be hanging upside down off a tree in a princess dress saying, why? My cat makes me laugh quite a lot. Mr. Socks is hilarious. It's a little bit mean, but I quite like watching the videos on YouTube where people fall off water slides. I do pray after I've watched it though, to release some, because it's a bit mean, isn't it? See, it's thoughts like that, it's, you know, that I'll kind of just come out with, that will make the rest of the colony go, wow, she's a thought leader. Failure. just felt a little bit sick when I said that. Failure. Not being successful as an actress. As a sister. As a human being. That's pretty terrifying. Madonna, Gandhi, and my granddad. And they got on really well, like I know they would. Like, selfishly that's who I want there, but I know they'd also really dig each other, like they'd have great conversations. Yeah, I mean, you've got to think about the seating, but I kind of figured it doesn't matter which way around I seat them, they're still going to get on as well. She's fun, she's an inspiration, she's strong, yet she's giving. She's successful, yet she's modest. She's a contradiction in the best way, and we love her. I think I'll be the one that everybody comes to for advice, the one that everybody comes to cry or to laugh, because I'm quite funny. I'm quite modest, which is why people feel they can talk to me. And I'm very hardworking. Yeah, the service would be led by the high priest, and my children would be at the front. And I think initially there would be no words. You know, there would be a collection of photos and of memories of my life, and I think, you know, my children would lead, again, an interpretive dance, and there would be some sort of a silent ceremony. Then I think, you know, the high priest would, you know, lead the speech. My husband then also, I think, would have passed because he's Martian, but I imagine the same thing, and I'm certainly not going before him. So then the high priest would say, he'd be tearing up, he'd be misty in the eye, but he'd say, you know, we're just very grateful for her existence, because not only was she a talented artist, she was a communicator and a leader. Laziness. I find that abhorrent. Laziness, narrow-mindedness, lack of appreciation for the arts. Yeah. Racism, homophobia, the usual stuff. Don't walk under a ladder. Don't put an umbrella up in the house. If you want to get married, don't put new shoes on the table. I mean, they're not hard rules to follow. I don't know why so many people break them. It's just lack of discipline. Too many slippery nipple cocktails and a near arrest. Not my fault. Someone else's. I don't have a record. It was just an improvised dance show that got out of hand, but the audience loved it.
Elena, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.